Hello and welcome to the Hobby Corner. My name's Kev and today we've got our new delivery, issue 2 of the Imperium. So in this issue we've got all this lovely stuff that comes with it. We've got 3 bases. Whoa! We also got 3 NECRON warriors looking all jazzy and stuff. These are basically spares because you do get I think from the picture I remember you get 2 lots of the 10 set, so you should end up with 20. So these were the 3 odd ones, which you can do whatever you like with them. I personally will be having a bit of experimentation with these because I think it's the perfect chance to do so. You get your little starter brush, which, you know, look at that. That is the best freaking point I've ever seen on a starter brush. Sorry, this is the first time I actually looked at it. I don't normally bother, but they're usually like frayed or they look odd or something. That is the no word. But you know what? I better put a bit of water on it and it just falls apart. But anyways, it'll do the job that we need to. And of course, we get a pot of Rune Lord brass. So some really funky, cool new paint. But you want to see what's in the magazine. Well, let's have a look. So issue 2, it is, how much was it for? $3.99 I think it was. Or if you had subscribed from issue 1, then this is the one that you got for free. And of course, if you ordered from issue 2 onwards, then you get issue 3 for free. But anyway, that's obviously the one that's going to give you more savings, but we'll move on. So it says you've got the NECRON warriors, SZAREKHAN, Shaka Khan. SZAREKHAN, Dynasty, Ultramarines, NECRON warriors, build and paint, and the escape route, which is the playthrough. Cool. So let's have a look at here. We've got NECRON warriors, fleshless mechanoid soldiers. NECRON warriors are deadly when commanded in great numbers. Their living metal bodies can repair terrible damage, while their volleys of Gauss fire slay the foe with robotic efficiency. Now, for the longest time, me and my buddies have read that as Gauss, but apparently it's pronounced Gauss. So I'm not sure if that's a northern thing and they stuck to it, but either way, that's how we pronounce that, Gauss. So that's cool. And then it points out little bits and pieces of them. You know, it's kind of cool. And then we move on to this bit. So we got a battle record for these 3 chaps. So that's something very different again. I mean, these are just your run-of-the-mill rank and file, but it looks like you get to actually give them a bit more character. So they've got glorious task, record of battle. So I'm actually looking forward to using this. What I would do though is with this and with the other sheet that you got in issue 1, I would scan it and print it out. Then you can use it multiple times. So yeah, and then keep this as your hard copy. So yeah, that's really cool. I like the damage chart as well. That's pretty cool. So you really can unit name as well. You can name the unit, so you get a bit of character going on with it. It's all good. It's all good. What more can I say? Then we look at the SZAREKHAN, SZAREKHAN. I'll just say it like that. Say how you want. SZAREKHAN Dynasty. So the SZAREKHAN is the dynasty of the Silent King. The return of their leader has given them new purpose, and they now strike out against any who oppose his will. Bom, bom, bom. So it says something about them being the slowest dynasty to get out of hibernation. A lot of the worlds are scattered across the galaxy by warp storms, or cracked open and destroyed by disasters and other dudes. Blah 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 blah. It goes on about the Silent King wanting to just reunite everything under his rule. And then we get a bit more on the Silent King. So Zarek is the last of the Silent Kings, the monarchs who once ruled the race known as the Necrontyr before they became Necrons. Having spent millions of years in self-imposed exile, he has returned to unite his people once more. At the heart of the Prior Nexus, he and his followers have begun to craft a weapon of immense power, the effects of which can already be felt in dozens of star systems. Should he succeed, this weapon may be capable of wiping out all life and restoring the Necron race to their rightful position as undisputed masters of the galaxy. So yada yada yada. So what have we got here? This is the galactic map, I guess. You got Terra, Mars over here, and look how close the Necrons are really within the segmentum, but they're sort of scattered around. These are the main areas that are part of that dynasty. Yeah, it gives you a good eye of what's going on. Then we move on to Ultramarines, Warriors of MACRAGGE. So the Ultramarines represent the very essence of what it means to be a Space Marine. They are noble, honourable and disciplined warriors in a galaxy divided by war and disorder. For 10,000 years they have served the Emperor, taking the fight to his enemies with courage and honour. So there we go. So yeah, I mean, this is just a little bit to boast about them. How they love the Codex Astartes, which is the book on how to run a chapter of Space Marines and all the tactics and stuff, which was written by their Primarch, Rabute Gilliman. So yeah, the Ultramarines was one of the founding legions that got split into chapters, and because it was one of the most numerable ones, there's a lot of chapters who have their lineage coming from here. So there we go. And of course we've got a nice little bit out the back there. That's a nice shot of the forces there with the old Land Raiders and the Terminators and everything mixed in with the Primaris. That's pretty darn cool. And then we got our build section, so it's quite simple to do. It's not really that fiddly either, so gives you a taste of what to do, and it's all push fit as well, so you won't need any glue if you haven't signed up to it. But I would say, you know, it's worth getting yourself some clippers and plastic glue. Don't use the metal glue, use the plastic glue. Now we get on to how to paint. So yeah, you need water, brushes, your paints, some tissue or kitchen towel, paper, whatever. Maybe put paper down on the table so you don't mark it, and yeah, there you go. Tells you even how to hold a brush as well, making sure that you shake your paints before you open them, having the palette of some kind, that's cool. And then actually get into paint. So you essentially, I'll just paint those three and that dude, but it's with the Rune Lord brass. They're being very selective about where they paint it. In all honesty, I would say if you can, as soon as possible, invest in a primer, like spray can. It will save you a lot of time and a lot of effort, and it will stop a lot of the paint rubbing off. Painting straight from the pot is fine, especially once you start building up the layers, and then later on you varnish the miniatures, but you will find the paint will rub off quite easily. So this is just a good way of getting used to handling the brush and the paints if you're new to it, but getting a primer spray is very worth it. But there you go, that's what you'll have, and it's very early on. Each set of issues you'll start building them up and getting them closer to looking like that. And then we got escape route, the playthrough. So as the Necron repair facility hums to life, the Necron warriors within have begun to awaken. As they rise from their slumber, commands flood into their android brains. Cool. So you got your little scenario there, you got your mission briefing and what the Necron warriors are trying to accomplish and what the Primaris Lieutenant is trying to accomplish. Rules and setup. So it shows you how to set them up on the map. It's got your very basic profiles again. Hitting on 3+ for your shooting, that's not bad at all actually. And there's 3 of them doing it, so doing 2 shots each. So yeah, the lieutenant is definitely outgunned, but yeah, not to worry. I'm sure he's tough enough to hold them off. Shows you how to advance as well. So, and it's all about escaping off the edge. So you just want to get one of those Necro warriors off the edge of the board. So it's going to be tough for the Space Marine player to sort that out. So it does his move and shoot, does all that, that's cool, and it shows you what you're doing. And then the saves and allocated wounds, and it goes on to the Necron's turn where they get to move and shoot. And in the movement phase you can choose to advance, but it means you can't shoot in that turn. So yeah, he's kept 2 to keep him busy and they ran the other one off, and there we go, that's it. And then you carry on until you win. And then it's got the issues on the back. So of course we already know you're going to get the 3 assault intercessors, and then of course issue 4, which is going to get a lot bought off. This is going to be one of the more popular ones along with the aggressors. So I would say if you want to order yourself some extras of this issue, then hit that link to Forbidden Planet and buy them up before they go out of stock. And if they are out of stock, then it's worth calling up shit for extras, but I'm sure within a month or 2 they'll have more. So it's well worth pre-ordering your issues on Forbidden Planet. Hit that link, it does help the channel out, and yeah, it'll help yourselves out as well. So yeah, it's a decent issue 2. It's still easing you in. The first 20 issues are going to be easing you in bit by bit, and then after that it sort of speeds up a bit more. So yeah, it's not bad. And of course you've got 3 dudes to practice around with, so you can do all sorts of strange, wonderful things with that. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think it's worth it? Do you think it's a decent issue? And yeah, what are you planning to do with your Necron warriors? And of course, if you're not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and the like button. It does really do help. It really does help the channel out more than you believe. It helps with the algorithm, gets the channel seen more, and it also means you can discover my content a lot easier as well. So if I do more updates like this, you won't miss them. So make sure you hit that bell icon too. And of course, if you want to help support the channel, then there are a multitude of ways, like the Forbidden Planet link, the Element Games link if you want to get all your hobby stuff. And of course you can go over to Buy Me a Coffee, where you can make a donation, or join the membership scheme, where for whatever level you want to join, you can get yourself some really awesome perks and be safe in the knowledge that you're helping to support your favorite content creator. So I'll leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Big love to you all. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.